Part 1. Avoid these networking mistakes before you go networking. Remind yourself why you're networking in the first place. We want you to get amped, jacked up, excited to network. If you're like everyone else out there, you're going out to network for some of the following reasons. Number 1, to find people you can help with your product or service or with a referral. We can't help everyone personally, but we can if we have our own group of people who we can refer you to for services. Number 2, to find people who can help you with your needs. If you need resources, ask, do you know anyone who can? Hey, I'm looking for someone who can. So, number 2, you're looking for people to help you. Number 3, to make new friends and more. You never know when meeting someone could turn into a new friendship, party, event invitation, or something more meaningful, even a dating, marriage. Hey, dating and marriage usually starts with two people meeting one another at some kind of an event, right? That's called networking with the ultimate return, a life mate. Now, if you're already married or not interested in dating, then networking is still a great opportunity for meeting new people. Prepare for the event. Do not waste your time walking into an event unprepared. Whether your goal is personal or business, plan ahead. Know the event that you are attending. Create a preparation checklist customized for your needs for this specific event upcoming. And on that list, you might expand upon these topics, such as research the event, organization, and or people associated with the networking event before you attend. Where are you going tonight? What's the main theme for this event? Who's hosting it? What's the company about that's sponsoring the event? These are great questions you'll want answers for. Not that you're going to tell anybody, but you want them in your head. You want them before you go. Get to know the answers to these questions prior to attending the event. Don't walk in and ask, so what's this all about? Who's putting this event on? What's the background of these people? Now, I'll tell you this right now. You can go ahead and ask those kinds of questions to spark easy conversation, but you already know the answers. Okay, so you can kind of craft it a little. It's kind of cool. Be informed. Visit the website. Email the host. Call them. Do a little research. You know the drill. At a minimum, take 5 to 10 minutes and do this. That's all it really takes sometimes. It'll pay off when you walk through the door excited to greet the host with a, hey, I read about this online and thought it was a great event to attend. I'm here. Hey, let's get started. By researching the event, you might also learn what the dress code is, what kind of location or building or place you're going to, where to park, local restaurants, etc. that you might go to after the event, so you know what you can expect. What is your outcome? Do you have one? Know what your expectations are. What do you want to get out of networking tonight? Before you go to any type of an event, go with the intention and not because you have nothing better to do per se, unless of course you need to get out of the house sometimes. But killing time is not going to help you move forward in life. What's more, others are going to think you're not really interested in being there. Of course, why are you there? But time is precious for all of us. So value your time and others. If you live near a big city where there are hundreds and maybe thousands of events taking place, be selective, of course. While your options are endless, time for networking with the right people to generate interest in your products or business. Choose wisely so it pays off. What is your outcome? What are you doing there? What do you want to get out of it? Make every moment of networking count. So before you go to a workshop or event, think hard about what your goals are for the event so you can maximize your presence there. Why is this particular event important to you? Such as, you might go to a certain event because there is a certain person there that you want to meet. Don't waste anyone's time, but just go right there to meet that person. Or maybe there are people there who can add value to your business. For example, if you're in real estate or you're looking for investors, you might go golfing with some of these people that you meet sometime, and who knows what can come from it. Specifically, go to places where people have the capacity to advance your goals. Also, if you're single and you're looking to introduce yourself to other single people, then you are going to go to an event that has to do with single people. But actually, you never know. You could go to a networking event or even a workshop or a class, and after the event, you might be mingling and singling, actually single and ready to mingle. But the truth is, when you're mingling with people and you find out that there's, not that you're going to find out that they're single, but you never know. In fact, I can vouch for this. This has happened to me. Such as, you're single, you're available, and you start talking with somebody and just something happens. There's some kind of connection. And it's like, whoa, hey, did you want to go get something to eat or something to drink after this event? There's a restaurant right across the street. We can go hang out there till 11 or midnight or whatever, But yeah, so networking events, yeah, they're almost like quasi dating pools as well. Okay, yeah. So target your efforts to a target market for whatever your needs are. Also, if you're promoting a product, it's good to go out and practice your pitch on people. Share your success stories. Learn what you say and do and say and don't and you shouldn't and what you should. Branch out to the next event sharper and wiser than the last one. Better prepared to meet new people whom you can introduce what it is that you have to offer. And you could do it with greater precision and impact because you've practiced. Oh, I won't say it like that again, or oops, I said it wrong, or oops. Those are the networking mistakes we make. But, a few times later, you're going to be really sharp. And you know what? I'm just going to cut this speech in half. I'm just going to give them these 3 lines, and then this is what I do. And then I'm going to ask them a question which will engage them into using my product. Like, hey, come here. Let's do a for example. Let's role play. Will you be my guinea pig? All right, come on. And get them involved in that. And before you go to an event, write down a small list of concrete, tangible goals. You can do this in your phone, or just write them down, or just think about them and then write down 1 or 2 or 3. But at least have them in your mind before you venture out. Such as, I'm going to meet X amount of people and plan to come away with Y number of sales or leads. Now, that may sound generic and like something that everybody wants, but the truth is, it's true. And at the same time, while you think, well, I'm going to go and try and find quality people, well, that's for sure. But you're only there for a couple hours, and you only really get to meet a few people because you're having these long conversations. So it's best to keep conversations short, keep it focused on them, get their name and number, and let them know, hey, this has been great. Let me move around the room. I want to meet some other people. Come on, you can come with me. And it kind of gets the conversation broken up so you're not just on one person, which is a mistake. And then you can congregate to other areas and meet new people. So that's kind of cool. When I go home, I want to have an X amount of business cards or have introduced X number of people to my product or service. Again, these are just some of the generic kind of goals. You know what your goals are. Here's a mistake that a lot of people make. They go to an event. They have something to promote. They get so caught up in the conversation. They get so caught up in introductions and, hi, who are you? They don't hand out one flyer of their stuff, of whatever they're doing. So that could be a really easy goal and intention that you want to start out with. I'm going to make sure that I hand out my stuff to people. And in turn, I get their business card. Because if I get their business card, I'm going to put a little note, little X mark or a check or something that I gave my flyer to this person. And what you really could do, you could take a pen and just underline their phone number or circle their phone number if that's possible on their card. Or do something to indicate that, oh, yes, I did. I handed out 5 of my flyers. I'm picturing somebody right now. She's having an event down in Costa Rica. It's some kind of a meditation, yoga kind of retreat. She's got about 10 people going. She's got 10 seats that she needs to fill. So she had her little flyer out there and she was passing it out. And I noticed and hey, she's doing pretty good. Yeah, I've seen that flyer in other people's hands. Good. Excellent. So write out what it is that you wish to get out of the event before you leave the house. Having your own personalized list of goals for why you want to network and what are you doing there? That's important to you. And what you want out of it will help manifest the exact results you want for all your efforts when attending. What's more, have a goal for every event that you go to. Be clear about your intentions and know the motivation behind attending each and every event. Again, that comes from researching the event, knowing who's going to be there, what's the venue like, what's the dress code like, what's it near. So, with all of that in mind, try attending at least one networking event once a week if possible, just to kind of get your chops up. If you go to 2 or 3 in a week, wow, that's even better. But again, just don't go to make an appearance, per se. Go and make an impact by making sure the event is really for you. Be clear why you are attending the event, what you plan to get out of the event, new clients, leads, sales, a date, a new boyfriend, girlfriend, something, new friends, new career ideas, other events that you'll hear about or get invited to because you met new and interesting and great people, a few new business cards, etc. Going to the event. Should you be on time or not? For starters, you do want to be on time when you can, especially if this is your first time for many reasons. Do not miss any introductory speeches or the chance to meet everyone as they go around the circle introducing one another. If you're late, you might miss the opportunity to get to know a number of people quickly, giving you the chance to note, oh yeah, I want to talk to that person or that person over there, yeah. Another reason to get there early is to get comfortable with the environment, especially, if you're shy. Getting there early will provide you with enough time to warm up and introduce yourself to others so that by the time the room fills up, you will feel like you already know most of the people. Some events, as we stated, have lectures at the beginning or some kind of group exercise. You can imagine how awkward you or others might feel if they walk into the room late when people are already engaged in an exercise or activity. By getting to the event on time, you're in a good position to help others connect with other people, which should always be one of your goals. Ultimately, you end up meeting everyone by introducing others to the group. Indirectly, you'll be better to scope out people, what they do, how you might work with them or not, without putting yourself in a situation that might be uncomfortable. Remember, you become somebody instantly when everyone is talking about how you helped others in the room by asking good questions such as how their business is, what's their profession, career, hobby, passion, where do they live, where are they from, how's their family, anything exciting happened today or this week that you just got to share. It's like coming out of you. On the other hand, being late to an event can have its advantages too. While everyone is busy and distracted meeting and greeting, you can scope out the room to see who's talking to whom, and you get a feel for the event by asking people, so how's the event going for you? What have I missed? Fill me in. Well, before you know it, everyone's filling you in with something exciting that happened. Plus, you being there late and everybody's already kind of met everybody, well, now you're the new piece of meat that they want to chew on. Sorry for the analogy there, but it's true. You're like, hey, you're the new person. Hey, let's go talk to this person. Also, if the event did turn out to be not what you expected, you didn't waste your time going there, and you can quickly leave. What's more, by you making a late entrance, people might turn to see who's walking in the door, and again, you. What a way to make a grand entrance, right? Smile, get situated, and when it comes time to networking, get right to it. Look your best, always. Even though you've been told that the dress code for the event is business casual, never dress down, dress up. Look sharp, yet comfortably groomed, and dressed appropriately for the event, of course. It seems obvious, right? But let's remind ourselves. Guys, clean-shaven or well-groomed, smelling good, looking good, walking tall, and ready to meet the crowd. Ladies, professionally dressed, well-organized, looking your best, and smiling from start to finish. For those on a tight budget, you can shop at any number of outlet stores in your area, even if you have to drive to one. Make a special trip or shop till you drop to ensure you have the right clothing. Be sure to have a few basic outfits, such as, for guys, black slacks and an assortment of different shirts. Don't wear the same 3 outfits time after time. I'm guilty of that. In today's world, sometimes it's okay to show up wearing jeans and a nice button-down shirt, maybe even a sport coat. Cool sneakers are all right. I actually did that at the last networking event I went to. I had really nice jeans, belt, nice shirt underneath, sport coat, and I wore my white tennies. So, unless you know for sure that the dress code is formal, hey, just, be prepared. For example, the dress code anywhere near the beach is usually less formal than, if you're going into an event in the heart of the city. But, just check it out. While shopping, you can buy name brand shirts on sale or clearance. You'd be quite surprised to find many items are 90% less than the original retail at some outlet stores. Be patient, shop around, shop often to get a sense of style and save up. Shop for yourself at least once a quarter, every 3 months, if not every other month, provided you can afford it. You might also buy clothes for specific networking events to make a lasting impression. Over time, build your wardrobe gradually, but do build it. Also, secondhand stores and some nonprofit organizations help people dress people for an interview. You can check out Dress for Success worldwide. And I'm just bringing these things up because when I was networking with Noah and we'd take a look at what people were wearing, depending on what kind of an event it was, if it was a high-scale networking event in Beverly Hills, everybody was decked out in a suit. But if you go to another city or another town, maybe somewhere, like I said, close to the beach, you got people walking in with flip-flops, etc. Hey, don't be too casual. But just keep in mind. And again, it's important to build your wardrobe specifically for networking. I'm going to get into that some more right now. Also, you might ask the dry cleaners to box your clothes and keep things nice and neat. If you need to wear a button-down shirt that needs to be ironed and you're going to keep it in the car, or if you travel, always ask the cleaners to maybe box your clothes. Ask for starch so that they won't wrinkle so fast and so easy. It's better to have a gym bag in the car for extra clothing, extra toiletries, socks, 2 pairs maybe. That's actually a good idea. 2 pairs of socks. Because, the one you wore all day long, can you imagine what they might smell like? So you have a second pair that's fresh and you just feel like, wow, really cool. You may be at work and you may hear about a networking opportunity. When you're prepared, you won't be left out and you won't miss the opportunity because you were unprepared or, wow, I wore this today, but I wish I would have had something. That's what your car trunk is for. If you are on a tight budget, you can always go to a clothing outlet or discount stores where you can find great deals on very inexpensive items. As long as you buy the basics, it really won't cost you too much. It's recommended that you keep 2 outfits in your car, at least one. I remember I got in the car of a friend of mine and who I just met at a networking event, and we were going somewhere afterwards, and he had in his back seat like a little rack of about 5 different sport coat jackets, different colors. And I took notice to that. And I said to myself, wow, that's pretty sharp. He's prepared to go into any event with a different sport coat, different color, dark blue, gray, whatever, I thought, really cool move, good move. I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to keep some extra sport coats maybe in my car, hanging on a small hanger. Pretty cool. So again, it is recommended that you keep 2 outfits in the car. One is professional and one is for casual wear. You never know when you'll be asked to a networking event, and you never know what kind of event you might be going to.